Hello again, Michael here with another fun video. This one is called Repowering Chance because I have a friend that has a sailboat named Chance, and it has an old Perkins diesel engine in it, but the engine started transferring the coolant into the oil. And that's generally not something you want to have happen, so we took the whole top end apart, got the head down at a machine shop to have it thoroughly checked, and there was no problems with it. Put it all back together and the same thing. So a decision was made, purchase another engine, in this case a used one, that should just drop in where this one is. So first thing we have to do with the old engine is to remove a lot of the components, make it a lot easier to get it out. So we took off a couple hoses first, and we're working on another hose. This is the raw water intake, and it's not wanting to come off. So we're working on it, twisting it, turning it, moving it back and forth, trying to pry it with a screwdriver. No luck at all there. It just does not want to give. But we kept on working on it. Here, just keep on tugging and twisting and turning. But that just is not having a very good effect. So we're going to try taking the other end of the hose off of the strainer so that we can get a little more flexibility there in turning the hose and twisting it back and forth, and maybe that'll work out better. Well, that didn't work out, so next thing we're going to do is remove the reservoir for the coolant. There's a couple of bolts and a hose to take off. Got to disconnect everything first. So there we've got the hose clamps loosened. Now I'm going to try to take it. Little bit of prying with a screwdriver and it came off. Get the thermostat out of there. So that worked out pretty good. Next, we're going to take the return for the injectors off and just move it up out of the way. So 4 bolts in the top of the injectors each, and it flips right out of the way there. So next thing is, let's get those fuel lines off of the injectors so we can pull the injectors easily enough. Yeah, takes a little bit of work to get all of those off of there, but it's coming along pretty good. Now let's get those injectors out of there. There we go. There's the first one coming out. Now let's go on to the next one. Yeah, well, there's 2. Working on number 3. There's number 3. Now let's get that last guy in there. All right, injectors are out. Next is the raw water pump. It pulls the water in for cooling the engine. So there's some screws that have to come out, some bolts. Yeah, working on it a little bit, trying to get it out of there. Yeah, it's about ready to come out of there. Lost a tool down in there. I had to reach in and grab it, but there's the raw water pump off. All right, well, we got that much done, so a little bit more to do today. First thing we're going to do is to take the exhaust off of the exhaust manifold. Only 4 nuts on there, but they're not easy to get to, so it takes a little bit of time. But while we're waiting for all of that to happen, you know, it would really be helpful if you could subscribe to my channel. Press like and subscribe, and that way you won't miss any videos. You'll get to see the whole exciting process of getting an engine out of a sailboat and back in, and there's going to be some parts that are really exciting. So just about got that exhaust manifold off of there now, or the exhaust off of the manifold. So next is removing the manifold. So got the oil dipstick out of there and getting the manifold off, or getting the nuts off of it. So here we go, getting there. Yep, some of those nuts you got to reach down in there and you can give them maybe a eighth of a turn at a time, and it takes a while to get some of those off of there. But there, we're getting closer now. Just about got that manifold off of there. Get the hose off. And there the manifold is coming right off, and there it is, one step closer. Well, we'll see you on the next video.